Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Baked Ziti Gaming. I'm your host, Big Pasta, and today we're gonna play more Doki Doki Literature Club, guys. We're finally at it. We're finally here with the most epic thing ever. Boom. Ah, God. Guys, I went to... Was I on stream for that long? I think I was gone like 15 minutes or so. Guys, normally the beginning of the stream is, so, you know, I make you guys wait or whatever just because I'm, you know, waiting for the stream to start and stuff. Is what all the big YouTubers do. They normally like put their stream on and then put like a countdown timer, but you know, I don't have a countdown timer, so plus I don't know when I'm gonna be back, but normally it's like 10 to 15 minutes or so. I went to Del Taco, got myself a chicken burrito. I got myself two and gave one away, but they were free. They were free chicken burritos, cause they're normally $4 each. I had a coupon for buy one get one free, and then I had you do like your little survey on the receipt, and they'll give you $1 off. And then I had a and then I had done another survey that they emailed me, and that gave me a $3 off coupon. So I basically got two $4 burritos for free. So that was pretty good. And here all these silly people in the restaurant are paying real money for their food. Imagine going to some place like Del Taco and paying money. You know, some guy got himself like a burrito, fries, and a drink, and he had to pay like $9 for it. And here I am getting pretty much as much food, you know, the same amount of food. And it's free, you know? It's free. Normally I get it really cheap. I have to remember, they sent me another survey I can do. Here we go. I'm gonna do this survey real quick. I'm just doing it on my phone here. I am male. What have I done in the past month? Went to the grocery store, fast food. That's pretty much it. Jack in the Box is once a month. McDonald's is once every 2 months. Del Tacos probably 2 or 3 times a month. Taco Bell's probably every 2 or 3 months. And Chipotle is twice a year. Alright, here we go. Which of the following items have I purchased at Del Taco? I got bean cheese burrito, chicken taco, chicken rollers, and the Del Taco. There we go. Chicken rollers most of the time. Grilled taco about half the time. Del Taco sometimes. And bean cheese burrito sometimes. Nope. This is a black and white dog with a bone. That is a chicken roller. Yep. Would I buy it for $129? Nope. For $119? Nope. For $109? Nope. For $1, yes. There, I can tell they're trying to adjust the prices on their items. I'm satisfied. Somewhat. Repurchase. I'll probably get it again. That is extremely good value for just $1. Somewhat new and different. There we go. Alright, the Del Taco. Here we go. $1.99? No. Meh, I'm somewhat satisfied. Probably wouldn't recommend this. Not really a value. Here we go, grilled chicken taco. I'm somewhat satisfied, somewhat likely, not really that likely. It's average value. Bean and cheese burrito. Holy crap, they're trying to charge $1.59 for it? It's average value. If they're gonna up the price by 20 cents. God dang it. Okay. I'm white and Asian. Sure, I make money. There we go. Congratulations. You win. No, they gave me a code. I gotta go on the app. Go to more settings, promo code. Paste the promo code. There we go. $3 off, expires 2 Fridays from now. Cool. I need it. Alright, awesome. Whew, I am hungry. God. Guys, it is so nice. It is so nice to be able to go on my skateboard again. I'm free. I'm able to go wherever I want. Not like I like going out, but I need food. And so being able to go to Del Taco in being able to get there within, a minute after I leave the house and not being drenched in sweat from exercise when I do arrive, oh, so nice. And then not having to dread the trip home because it's exercise and I'm going to be dripping sweat. Oh, it's so nice. Because I used to have to, these past couple of weeks, I walked there in this heat. It's like 85 degrees outside. Don't want to walk in the heat. Imagine walking in the heat. Imagine doing exercise in a not air-conditioned space. But yeah, so now I'm able to because I've been missing out on my free food. Del Taco. Oh, where'd that rice go? Dang it. Alright, Kiwi came in here enthusiastically, so I'll give her a piece of chicken. You better eat that. There you go. There you go. They kind of do just pile the chicken on top. It's all shredded. I want to give her a piece, but... Here, I'm gonna give you a big piece. Oh my god, she just fucking dropped it. Oh my god. God damn it, kid. Where'd it go? Oh my, it's in the bag. No, it's cat slobber. I guess it's my fault though for fucking... So I tried to feed it to her with in between my fingers. I should have just put it down for her. There you go, Kiwi. That's all I'm giving you. That was a big piece. She got a little piece to whet her appetite, and then she got a big piece to be satisfied. So she's not gonna eat it more. It's my chicken now. It's my chicken now. They call this burrito, it's a spicy chicken burrito. It's not really spicy. I don't know what's supposed to be spicy. I mean, when I take a bite of all the ingredients together, I feel a little tinge. And that's about it. It's not really spice. Like, it has spice. It's not spicy. Like, even Kiwi ate 2 pieces of the chicken. And cats don't like spicy things, but she just gobbled that up. I don't know what's spicy. Global. Chicken, beans, rice, and cheese. Oh yeah, I can listen to music. Oh my god, this is the only game where I can listen to music. Dude, the beginning beats of these songs are so deceiving because it seems like just generic. But then, like, you know, 30, 40 seconds into the song starts bopping. And it's like, dude, just give that to me in the beginning. Like, look at that. This is how the song should have started off. It's with the acoustic guitar. Just playing. Gives you that like slow country feel, you know? And then they could lead into this. Oh, beautiful. This is what I paid $15 for. This is what I paid $13 for as a music player in my video game. And really, that's what this is all about, you know? Perfect, just picture perfect. Guys, we're playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Doki Doki. Yeah, guys, are you ready? We're gonna slowly open the door. Oh boy, I can't wait. Guys, we have a long night ahead of us. Oh, so good. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori. She really is a heavy sleeper. Maybe I should I'll turn on the seductive voice again. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that something more like a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. It just feels right. Sayori, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayo... Oh! Oh! Oh. The exception has occurred. Oh no! Oh! Ooh! Ooh! Burn, burn, burn! Burn, dun, 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 dun. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I'd be there for her. Told her I know what's best and that everything would be okay. Well, yeah, fucked up. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession. That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My storming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed more from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. The end. Yeah, G. Doki Doki. Oh. Oh. What, they give you the safe house? Error. File error character / Sayori. That character is missing. The safe file is not corrupt, starting a new game. Oh, okay. Oh, oh. That fucking cheery ass music. Oh, hey, look at that. Hey, hey, I wonder what picture I unlocked. I wonder what fucking picture I unlocked. Oh. Oh. Dang, guys, we kind of just left her hanging there. We kind of just left her hanging there. What did we unlock? Sayonara. Uh, where's Sayori? She's not here. Poem words.text. Sayori's winning words. Oh boy. Natsuki's winning words. Oh boy. Yuri's winning words. Oh boy. What the hell? I hate files like that where it just makes a whole bunch of folders and then like there's nothing in them. Insecure directory. This is scratch disk, do not use it to store sensitive or permanent things. Use to access file from the encrypted file, share a copy to your disposable drive and plug it directly in the thin client. Ria is working on setting up a proxy email server so we can properly remote connection without having to worry about higher ups. Keep everything offline until from Paul. Bunch of copyrights. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's a script. Exception. Oh geez, I didn't break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one who's making this so difficult. Ha ha ha. Well, here goes nothing. Ooh. She got the lead. Alright guys, Doki Doki Literature Club is the best game in the world. Do 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 do. Doki Doki da da da. Yeah. Oh dude, that freaking glitchy music. Oh my god. Hell yeah guys. Now this is the game I paid for. Brah! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I'd almost... Oh, she's sleeping more and more frequently? Huh? Yeah, gee. However, I just sign idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Oh. It's an ordinary school day, like, get me up. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups, walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free times on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'd be any girls in it. School day's ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall. For an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Big pasta? Oh. Monica. Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Ha 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 ha. I didn't program this game. Ha ha ha. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. She's probably the most popular girl in class, smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What'd you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? Guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. They voted Trump for president and I just had to leave. Not my debate club. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you just decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? Sounds kinda sexy. How many members do you have? It's kind of embarrassing, but there's only 3 of us. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Yeah, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Oh. Why'd the music stop? I'm uncomfortable. Why'd the music stop? God dang it. I'm playing this on a giant 4K TV, and I'm really close to the TV. I don't want this. I remember the first time I played this game, I was scared shitless. I just, after, the Sayori scene made me jump, and friggin', I just, for the next, 30 minutes, I took off my headphones, and I was just, standing, halfway across the room, carefully clicking the next button, because I was just so scared. It's fucking scary, dude. Literature can be about anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not technically wrong. And besides, a member's a member, right? Oh, you're just settling there. Did Monica say she? Oh my god. She's talking about a girl? And Monica's a girl? By process of elimination, that means that at least 2 of the 3 members in that club are girls. Which means that even if the 3rd member is a dude, then we get 1 each. Hey, Big Pasta, by any chance are you still looking for a club to join? No, Monica, no, I joined the anime club, I'm good, I don't need to distance myself, I feel more comfortable around fellow guys, I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could very least visit my club, it'd make me really happy. That's how they rope you in. Because you visit the club, and there's only 3 sad people there. And then you feel guilty for being like, yeah, this isn't for me, guys, I'm just gonna go. Hardly any high school students are really gonna, reject that or whatever, Please. Guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse the ever so elegant Monica? Sure, I guess I'll check it out. Aha, awesome. You're really sweet, Big Pasta, you know that. It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Oh. Oh, thanks, Monica. Makes me feel special. Yeah, Monica. Sayori's dead. and thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. What about the cupcakes? I dejectedly followed Monica across the school and upstairs, a section I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. Oh, what the fuck? A guest. Seriously, you brought a boy? I thought this was going to be girls only club. Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki, but anyway, welcome to the club, Big Pasta. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. He clearly isn't. Monica could do so much better than that. The girl with the sour attitude. whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as always. And this is Yuri, vice president. Oh, she's the vice president now. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet you both. So I ran into Big Pasta in a classroom and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna, you know... Sorry, I didn't forget it. I just happened to run into him. In that case, I can make some tea, right? That would be great. Why don't you sit down, Big Pasta? I can't consume tea as it will shorten my circuits, but please enjoy yourself. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner and opens a closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take my seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new one. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work very hard to convince people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Oh hell yeah, I can't wait for the festival, guys. We're gonna have so much fun at the festival. Maybe we can make cupcakes. Maybe we can turn down Sayori's confession and leave her hanging. Just so many fun things at the festival. So many fun memories. I'm confident we can all really grow this club before we graduate, right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. She reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup. She gently opens the door. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? What the frick? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Haha. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's trying to impress you. That's not it. Insulted, Yuri looks away, unable to hide her true feelings. I meant that, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Big Pasta, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, certainly I have a little I've read in the past years. I don't think I have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Tits McGee? I mean, Yuri. Well, let's see. Just to find a special day. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. She goes on, clearly passionate. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Hell yeah, dude. My lack of imagination at the festival. Hell yeah. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Yeah, so have I. Actually, I'm reading it right now. I read a horror book once. I'm also in a horror situation right now. I desperately grasped to something I can relate to. At this point, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Or with a TV screen. That's the two I'm having a conversation with. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, that's so. Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I can't put it down. Surreal horror. Monica said the opposite last time. Monica was like, oh, that's surprising. I didn't expect that from you, Yuri. Or someone said that. But now Monica's like, oh, that really... Yeah, that makes sense. That fits your personality. Alluding to change. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh? Well, I just... Her eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. Looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give it back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? Because I want to bake cupcakes with you in my house. That's why I care. If it's gonna take 3 cutely written poems in order to do that, then so be it. I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. I'm not a very confident writer. I understand. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I guess, like... I have a strong feeling that I talked about this last time this piece of dialogue popped up, but definitely, like, I don't want to share any of like my writing because I feel like a little uncomfortable doing it or whatever, because it's like, well, I mean, that's not what I wanted to say. That's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say that she's talking about opening up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing them the deepest reaches of your heart. It's like, how do you do that, right? If I write a story with like events happening beginning to end, I'm not really doing that, right? I'm just telling my imagination. I'm making up lies, right? Fiction. But the thing is, what makes like a good story, a good novel, is having characters grow throughout the novel, tackling like very deep emotional ideas, while still like conveying those ideas, and like giving you the story's supposed to give you like make you think about ideas and like really like make you think, and really like subtly tackle these sort of complex concepts of like human emotions and stuff. But the thing is, with a book, right, like a 200-page novel, they do that very, very slowly throughout the whole book. The whole book is just event after event, and each event slowly has these little pieces of like, oh, the characters feel this emotion, or they're feeling bad about something, or the story tackles a hard idea, or something like that, right? Maybe the story as a whole has a message, but you're not going to get that message until you've, finished the whole thing. Compare a book in that sense to a novel, or not to a novel. Compare a book in that sense to a poem. A poem is basically just a very condensed version of just simply all the ideas and emotions that a novel wants to communicate, right? If a novel throughout its 200 pages communicates like the ideas of, I don't know, love and friendship, and the characters grow to like each other by the end of it, or something like that, right? It takes the whole book for that to happen. But a poem, you could communicate that idea of like love and friendship and people bonding and stuff in one poem. You could do it in like 8 lines of text, right? Poems get to the point very quickly because the whole point of a poem, I think the whole point of a poem is to express ideas or to express emotions. And that's it. It's not supposed to tell a story. It's not supposed to, it's not a story. It's not supposed to captivate the readers. Poems are just raw emotion. It's just that emotional satisfaction you would get from a book. It's just, they just take only that part out, right? They're taking only the marshmallows out of the Lucky Charms, right? And they're making a small bowl of cereal out of that. So it's like, so people who like poetry typically they like it because they want to feel those emotions. They just want to get right to the point. They're not going to sit through a whole book of someone's imagination just to feel a little bit of that. They just want it in a condensed, bite-sized form, in order to get that raw emotion and those raw ideas and whatnot from the poem itself, right? So a poem is a very small, concentrated form of all of the emotional ideas and satisfaction that comes from reading a book without actually having to read the book, right? Because you could read a book, take the theme or the message or whatever, and then write a really short poem that communicates that same theme. And you could give someone the poem, and then they'll feel like they got the same idea as you did having read the book, right? So talking about the whole taking the marshmallows out of Lucky Charms thing. I don't know, I guess I got too angry over that. I wish I could apologize for that too. It was stupid of me. Guys, if you're hungry, then just eat. Like, it doesn't matter what you eat. It doesn't matter. Who cares? No one's gonna care. If food makes you feel something or whatever, that's fine. I don't know. I'm remembering something. I'm remembering an argument that I got into, and I feel very stupid for doing that, so I don't know. I was wrong. I shouldn't have gotten so emotional about it. I don't know. I was wrong. I hope she can forgive me. But yeah. Anyway, I shouldn't linger on that. Anyway, yeah, no, that's just what I wanted to say is that a book takes the whole book to communicate an idea or a theme or an emotional message or whatever. A poem just does it really quickly. So that's the whole difference. Whereas in a book, I'm not saying that poetry is better than books. I'm saying that poetry is a bite-sized version of just that aspect of a book or whatever. And people who like poetry just want that, right? It's the same sense as, like, I don't want to sit through a whole show, 12 episodes or whatever. But if you can show me like a 4-minute YouTube video on it, then that's completely fine, right? It's that bite-size entertainment, or it's that bite-size getting that feeling, whatever. So that's what a poem is. Oh my god, guys, I just noticed something. Look to the right, look between Monica and Yuri on the background, in the back of the classroom. There's a poster hanging up on the wall between Monica and Yuri. I don't know if you guys can see that if you have smaller screens, but yeah, I don't know if you guys recognize that poster. I just noticed it. Oh my god. You guys probably noticed it before me. It's just right in the background there. It's just fucking... Why did they put that there? Oh my god. Why did they put that there? Monica just wanted to commemorate the occasion. I can't believe that. That's so terrible. That poster is really hanging all over there, isn't it? It's all saturated too. I guess if they made it like, if they didn't make it saturated, it wouldn't like, it would just like pop out or whatever. They really made that subtle. I would not have noticed that if I was just like reading the dialogue or whatever. It's hilarious. I'm gonna take a screenshot. I love that. Oh my god. Guys, there's a weird poster on your wall back there. Didn't anyone notice? Imagine walking into a club room and just seeing posters. I'm sure there's gotta be like a club or something where they just hung up like pictures from this game or whatever. I would bet there's a club out there that totally did that. Like in real life. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Oh, you can see the picture better now. It's really like defined back there. I don't know. They really be doing it like that, don't they? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. Alright, good job covering the picture with your hair there, Monica. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri quizzically look at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Yuki, you better not knock that down. I'm gonna be pissed. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone's even. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in. I did decide to take on responsibility for vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Big Pasta? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind. Yeah, the most important topic is whether he's going to join the club or not. How conceited. Will I join your guys' club? I don't know. It seems a little below me. Like, fuck you, dude. I never said I would join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. You know what, actually, I was thinking about this last time too. It's good that he, like, makes that known. That, like, he hasn't decided to join the club or whatever. Because the thing is, from the way the girls were talking, they were like, oh yeah, Big Pasta is just a part of the club now. Right? If he just went along with it and was like, oh, well, I guess I just got roped in or whatever, right? He would be in kind of this, like puppy dog following them sort of role or whatever. And they wouldn't really have respect for him as, like, a human being. Or whatever. Not that radically, but like, you know, their kind of, their view of him would just be like, oh, he'll just do whatever the rest of us does or whatever, right? That'll be subconscious. Whereas if he makes it known, he's like, I haven't decided to join this club, don't drag me into this sort of attitude, then they're like, oh, That's right, this person's this person is a human being with their own desires and stuff. And then that way, when he does decide to join the club, they respect him for having made that decision himself, instead of someone else deciding for him. And it goes a long way in like establishing, your individuality, like he is his own person with his own decisions to make. He's not just going to do whatever everyone else says. Girls typically don't like guys who are just very passive like that and who just like kind of go with the flow or whatever. For guys liking girls, it doesn't matter what the girl is, or she could be one or the other. But for girls, typically, they want a guy who won't just like get tossed around everywhere, who actually like makes his own decisions and whatnot. So, which is why fucking, because I used to not be like that or whatever, right? It took me a long time to grow up, so like I would get in a position to where I'm like, oh, why am I here? And then other people would think like, oh, why is he here? And it was just like, oh, I just kind of went with the flow or whatever, right? I wasn't really like an individual, or I wasn't my own individual or whatever. So this guy's good for standing up for himself at the very least, and then still committing, and then still like making the decision himself, because now he has decided to join their club, right? Instead of just getting dragged along. And that looks a lot better to the girls, just into people in general, right? But yeah, like I said, for guys, it's, people like it when, the guy, makes his own decisions and, doesn't do that or whatever, so, isn't passive and isn't like just go with the flow or whatever. Like the guy's gotta be like proactive and like, stand up for himself and sort of thing, right? Not necessarily fight against everything, but make it clear that he's the one making the decision and not the other people for him, right? It matters for himself. Because if he can't stand up for himself, why he wouldn't be able to stand up for his girl, if he were to ever date or whatever, so. Obviously this doesn't apply to everyone, so whatever. And obviously with like girls being like that, it doesn't matter, right? A girl can just go with the flow, or be, independent decision making, whatever. Either way, there will be guys who like her, whatever, so. In fact, I know guys like passive girls more. More guys like passive girls, because then like the guy can be in control or whatever, right? So, and that's typically like, not like they can be controlling, but just like the guy can sort of, it's, I don't know, it's sort of this power thing or whatever, right? Not a power fantasy, but it's just like the guy can make a decision without getting much resistance. So. Yeah, I don't know, I went on way too long about this. If you're a girl, none of this matters. If you're a guy, then be a man about it, Obviously I am, right? I don't let myself get roped into things. Make your own decisions. And that way people want to follow you, or whatever, right? That's why the alpha males are the leaders of the pack, or whatever, right? And the beta males are the followers, and all that. Oh. I had a really bad dream last night, and I woke up like really scared. Probably gonna be thinking about it all day. Whatever. I dreamt that they sentenced me to 95 years in prison. And I'm just panicking because I didn't know what to do. 95 years. You know. Never getting out then. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Big Pasta. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. Besides, if the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Big Pasta? Yeah. It could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after this, I'd be super pissed. Why would she be pissed? There were no cupcakes. And freaking the Big Pasta's lines were just copy-pasted from the first route. So, it's like it doesn't fit in the situation where, like, because they didn't comment on the fact that, you know, oh, they need 4 club members or whatever, right? Like, that wasn't commented on, whatever, so... It's kind of like that was just sort of thrown in there. It feels a little disconnected, you know? Which I guess would fit into the theme of this game of the fact that, you know, Sayori's supposed to be here, so... But the line still exists, but they have to alter it for Sayori not to be here. Big Pasta, I'm so happy we can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this, you're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Dang, he could have extorted these girls for something. Like, he could have been like, I'll join your club if... Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone will remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting, and we can all share. She looks over at me once more. Big Pasta, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself, hee hee hee. Yeah. Can I really impress the class on Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I'll be on my way then. I hate when, like, things do that, where they'll just be like, oh yeah, the people continue to chit-chat, or they continued their conversation or something like that. It's like, what were they talking about? What were they talking about? How do I have a conversation with a human being, please? Please, give me something unscripted. It's like, what could Monica and Natsuki be talking about? I want to see that interaction. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy? Or it's the 4th girl. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll grow closer. I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I unlocked a special poem. I would like to read it. I can't convince myself to go to therapy when I'm the happiest I've ever been. I'd rather keep this up until I blow my cover and someone takes me to the emergency room. Nice. That one's from Yuri. That was a special poem, guys. What is Natsuki like? Guys, we're gonna keep trying at this perfect poem for Natsuki until I stop playing Natsuki. New swimsuit. Cute. Probably either milk or chocolate. Why? Milk. I think strawberry? Yeah, strawberry. Anime. Probably color. Oh, no, not color. Skipping? Yeah, skipping. Kitty. Skirts? Yeah. Twirl. Yeah, twirl. Hair? Hair. She likes hair. Poof? Where's Poof? Oh, there, it's cool. Poof. Pink. Yeah, pink. Candy. Oh, she likes candy. Baubles. I like how the whole point of this was like, oh, I like how the whole point of this whole poetry was like, oh, Natsuki's using simple words to, you know, to communicate, you know, complex ideas or whatever, right? And then you get to the poem and it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna talk about pink sugar candy and doing my hair and wearing skirts and stuff, and she'll love it, right? It's like, oh my god, don't do this to me, man. Oh, she likes nibble. Oh, freaking thank god. Okay. She likes mouse, right? She likes marshmallow. And I think she likes socks too. Yeah, she likes socks. Hell yeah, guys. Ah, perfect poem for Natsuki. Hell yeah, guys. Oh my god, that achievement is such a pain in the ass. Alright, cool. The next time we'll be able to do either Yuri or Sayori. So we gotta make a perfect poem for each of the 4 girls. So, including Monica. I think Monica's is going to be pretty easy, considering that at that point we just get just remembering it. Just every word is Monica. So our poem is basically just Monica, 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 Monica. Like, imagine being that obsessed with yourself and your own name. Although, if someone made a poem about me that was just exclusively the word big pasta, I think I'd like it. Not my real name, mind you, just big pasta. I'd find that hilarious. Oh, it looks like we just skipped school. Hi again, big pasta. Oh, hey guys, look. Okay, first of all, that poster's not in the background. Monica's a little closer than normal, and if you guys look at the classroom, it's a little tilted. The classroom's a little tilted, like to the, it's like tilted clockwise just a little bit. Oh, is it tilting more? Oh, hell yeah, the classroom's tilted. Oh, dude, it's so fucking, oh my god, it's getting closer. Dude, the classroom is slowly getting closer. Glad to see you didn't run away on us, ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I always keep my word. Holy fuck. Dude, it's so close. Oh my god. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last one to come in, so everyone else already hanging out. Oh, what the fuck? Thanks for keeping your promise, Big Boss. I hope this isn't too overwhelming a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? Why? No, they're sideways now. Oh my god. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. You already know he's... Yeah, you already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan here just come here or hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, won't see the end of it. Oh, what the... Hey, Monica, hey, Monica, Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. That's literature! Subtly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Big Boss. Well, make sure you put your comfort first, alright? Make me comfortable, yeah. Just, you know what would make me comfortable? If you just turn the room a little back to how it was and just zoom out a bit, that'd make me comfortable. That'd do wonders for my mental state, you know? Here he shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Oh wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. You ordered me to do something, and I just, and I complied. Because you're my superior officer, you're the vice president, and I'm just a subordinate. It's like if you're at work and your boss recommends you, he's like, oh hey, you should read this book, it's really nice, and you're thinking like, oh, homework assignment. I want to try to be a part of this club, so even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? The top of my head is cut off. I just feel like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. She reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it, if you want. Dude, her freaking, like, her chest is, like, way in my face right now. Oh my god. It's like, just popping out there. Holy crud. Like, they can make the girls' uniforms a little more accommodating for someone of such a disposition. Oh my god. Oh. How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she'd think I liked despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Oh my god, just popped back. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. Can't help but notice her tense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Look! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in the fucking Monica? She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping her collection organized if someone's just gonna mess things up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things you can't really admit you're into unless you figure out where the other person stands. How'd you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I'd pull it out of the stack. There it is. Yuri snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume in the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing the box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. Yeah, I know what you feel. I know what you mean. That's why I don't spend money on books. I know that feel. I know that feel. I get closer. What is this, 2017? I get closer to the box set she's admiring. Parfait girls. Series I never heard of in my life. Probably means out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it from the glass in that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging. I didn't even say anything. It's a tone in your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Big Pasta. Consider this a lesson if you just don't check a box. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm going to show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire. Feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Oh, what? Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. Revealing my gay nature. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsill. Cause she's pulling me out of the closet. She's pulling me out of the closet, right? You know, I'm coming out of the closet, you know? She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? Timothy, chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Huh? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this, huh? Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Elsie crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Oh, how long has it been since I read the beginning, You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like there's a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kind of grew out of these since the spur for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Oh boy, Chipmunk. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so, I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, that's right. You're a loser. Just kidding. Just kidding. Not having friends is good. If you can't find friends who like manga, then you might as well just not have friends, you know? Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up with them without them being all like, hey, you just haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Ugh, I know this kind of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time, but it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my room. My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this! I'll just stay here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. Ugh, just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So, Geez, that's enough. Are you gonna try to keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Oh, time passes. Natsuki's strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Looks like she's starting to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight on me. Oh, hell yeah. Hey. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? No. What the fuck? Oh god, what's this music? Oh my god. Oh god. What the fuck? What the hell? It keeps going. Why is it so laggy? Oh jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her pack and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it in her mouth. Don't worry, Big Pasta. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Dude, what the fuck? What the hell is that? Ah, goodness. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Dude, that was even more wackier than the free version. Dude, Monica, please. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed to eager read my poem and I wanted to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Big Pasta. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep it in mind. Of course I'm afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ah ha ha. Bam! Take that, closet. Don't worry, Big Pasta. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier we'll all learn to get past soon. That's true. Hand Monica my poem. I like it, Big Pasta. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It makes me think of something Natsuki would write, and she's a good writer too, so take it as a compliment. If you say so, yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. Oh. She'll cling to you like a poppy. Nice. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often, but sometimes she'll just lose all her strength and shut down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. Oh, is that why people are small? Yeah. Thanks, Monica, for adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? And that's what I'm saying. Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Sound pretty confident for some reasons. What, we're just not gonna talk about malnutrition or anything like that? Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't always mean I feel that way, you know. I see. Let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Oh yeah, that's right. She was looking in the hole, but he was looking back, but the dude was looking out at her, and she was looking out, and he was looking in. Yeah, which means that she's the subject of looking, not them. So she's not even the main character. Hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. Dude, Monica's going through some shit. Like, she's just going through it. Oh my god. That line, though, earlier. Are there others in the room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? Maybe that's like the code for the game, like the coding script that they write for the characters or whatever to make this game. So the people in the room are just simply code written in the document or whatever. They're simply poems of code on flat sheets of paper. Oh my gosh. So, what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on tiny two-note words and lines when performed out loud, making it rather powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had an epiphany recently, been influencing my poems. Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it kind of comes on. It's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Dude, we've been here for like 10 hours. I think we're pretty good friends with each other. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, you don't ever make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. If you keep your pen in the same spot too long, it'll get a big old puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I liked how her poem was a continuation of the poem she showed us last time, like in the other game. That's a really nice touch. It kind of tells a story. This game has a way of like telling multiple stories at a time and whatnot, and other things do that too. But it's so cool. I strive to do that, to get like a lot of things involved at once. One Piece does a good job at telling multiple stories at the same time, even though it's just like them going on an adventure or whatever. It's kind of like why One Piece is kind of my favorite. And it's like, I want to know more about that other side story, but then, you know, I don't. But then, you know, I don't get to for another 300 chapters, and then it's like, but then once I do, then it's like, oh, I remember that. Yeah, it's satisfying. Okay, well, let's start with the things that I don't like. First of all, let's see, where's my poem? Never mind. I just don't feel like giving you my opinion. Huh? Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this so that I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours, like Monica said. Well, I guess I'd be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature is like. And then you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. Oh, you don't understand anything, do you? I told you that you don't have to go and asking it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I said that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a winner or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard, like this poem. See everything around you. Seeing everyone around you doing great things is really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing is that simple writing puts more weight on the wordplay. Except for where I'm at the end, but I make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling of the last line. At least she's commenting on the poem she showed us. A lot of games won't even do that. They'll show like a random thing, and then they'll just say, and then the character will just comment something general that could apply to anything. But she's actually talking about how the rhyme on the last line fell flat, which is specific only to this poem. So it actually makes it feel real because it makes it feel like she's commenting on this poem that she showed us or whatever. Which you would think, yeah, of course she is. But a lot of games and a lot of things don't do that. A lot of games will like have a disconnect between the thing you're reading and the thing the character's talking about. So it's bizarre, and it's so unsatisfying when that happens. I can't think of any examples of that happening, but I don't know, sometimes it happens like RPGs and stuff. So you did, I guess, some more went to than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. Sad to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but Natsuki feels proud that I won't take that away from her. Maybe she's proud because she's the youngest one and she's at an inherent disadvantage. Who should I show my poem to next? Your stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess after reading it through. So it's bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. She buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice. It's been several minutes and we haven't gone anywhere. Might take you a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right, there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. After having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I noticed the most noticeable thing I recognize is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. A writing style separate from the topic... Dude, that only applies to poetry. Like, oh my god. When I was I thought she was gonna talk about this last time because I remembered this from my last playthrough, but she didn't. So I mean, I'll talk about it now. She there are writing styles. There are like different styles of writing. This is something like I never really thought about. You know, you go to school and you're in like English class, and they'll show you like Shakespeare, and they'll be like, oh yeah, this is a old English writing style or whatever. I'm thinking, okay, like this is confusing, but it's probably just the way people talked back then or whatever. And then you look at like a bunch of poems that were written in like the last 100 years, and they're all written differently. And it's like some of them are like confusing some of them are simple, some of them are too simple, and some of them are confusing as heck. And it's like there are different writing styles. And it's like, okay, whatever, I just don't like poetry, right? That's what I'm thinking. Because I can't take the different writing styles. Right, there's too much of a disconnect. I'm just like, please, just let me read something that I can actually read and like absorb, right? I don't want to have to sit here with a freaking dictionary and have to learn Old English in order to understand what your poem's about. So I'm like, okay, screw poetry. Just focus on books. And then I start researching writing and watching lectures and stuff on creative writing and whatnot, right? And so the more I'm learning about writing, people are bringing up that there are different styles of writing for fiction. That's like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, literally, how do you write a book that's not just like you write what happens on the page or whatever, right? What writing style? What are different writing styles? But apparently there's different writing styles. Because you think like, okay, if you write a book, you just write the book like how you would speak it to another person, right? So that's the way it's easy to understand. Because the only books that I really have been able to get through are ones where it feels like the author is just talking to me. It's just telling me the story, right? That's all I want to hear. And if it has little secrets and subtle hints and subtext in it, that's cool, right? That's nothing to do with writing style. But then apparently there are different writing styles that don't do that aren't just forward, up front about what the story's about and stuff. They're vague, or they're unclear or whatever, or they're the reader has to think of what the story is on their own because the author's not going to tell you. It's like, are you freaking kidding me? Just write the goddamn book. Just write the story. Just tell me the story. I pick up a book, I read the back cover, and it's like, oh, this guy goes on an adventure and he almost gets killed. And I'm like, that's a cool story. I want to read that story. And then I open the book, and it's 30 pages of descriptive language about places I don't care, I have no investment in, and then it's a bunch of vague terms, and it's a bunch of subtle implications of what is actually happening, and that's it. And it's and so I'll read 30 pages of this stupid book, and nothing's happened. But then apparently a lot, and then it'll jump in and be like, oh yeah, so this has happened, and it's like, no, it didn't. I just read 30 pages of nothing, and then you're telling me that the words actually meant something, but at the same time they didn't, and it was up to me to derive meaning from it. And it's like, no, screw your writing style. And so I'm losing track. New authors typically look at different writing styles and they try to see like, oh, which writing style fits me or whatever. That's a bunch of baloney. Just freaking write the story. Like when I jot down my ideas for my book, I don't think about, oh, what writing style should I write this in? No, I just think about, okay, what is happening in my imagination, and then I just type it, right? I don't think about, oh, I'm fitting into a writing style or whatever, right? So all these people, all these authors, they're like, oh, I gotta write in a specific style in order to make it like compelling and appealing. And then there are these lecturers who are like, there are these people online saying like, no, don't do that. Don't just take a separate writing style and whatever. You have to have the writing style match the topic or whatever. And it's like, who cares? Like what Yuri's saying. And it's like, who cares about any of that? Just what happened to speaking English? What happened to just speaking English and just telling me your story? What happened to me just writing down words? And then now I'm looking at it and I'm like, well, I don't have a writing style. My writing style is just me talking. I'm just like, I could sit here for 8 hours and describe all the events that happen in my book. And if I go to write my book, those are the words I'm going to be writing. I'm not going to be doing anything else. I'm not going to be writing Shakespearean on my freaking paper. I'm going to be telling the story as I would verbally. There's no writing style there. What, do people have a speaking style, a different speaking style? Do you have to think about how you construe words when you speak sentences to people? No, you just talk. You just open your mouth and talk, and your thoughts turn into words as best as you can communicate them, as naturally as you can communicate them. That's what speaking is about, and so that's what writing should be about. Because writing is just a documented retelling, a documented scripted telling of what you would speak normally, right? If I can't read this book around a campfire to a bunch of illiterate people, then and have them understand it, then it's too complicated, right? I don't want to be a scholar. I don't want to be a lit major. I want to be able to tell a story. That's all. I want to be able to tell a story, and since I obviously can't talk to a million people at the same time, I gotta write it down. That's it. That's all that happens. And so there's none of this writing style BS. There's none of this, oh, distinct yourself from the other people BS. When you write a book, or a story, or a poem, just freaking write it. It doesn't have to sound pretty. Just write it in a way that you can understand. And then other people will understand because it's as if you're talking to them. Like, everybody who knows, like, if I say, like, oh, the man went to the store, the pet store, and adopted a cat. Everybody on this planet who speaks English can understand what is happening when I say that sentence. But if I say, like, ye old man who journeyeth to the place of supply, picked up the live creature, and said, "He'th be mine," then I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It's like, you didn't, and oh, that sounds fancy. Good job. Oh, you sound smart. Oh, good job. You can be smart. I don't know what the heck you're talking about, and your words are lost upon me. And it's like, I'm not gonna, even if I'm equally as smart, I'm not gonna sit here and try to dissect what the heck you meant. Screw writing styles. Your writing style should be your speaking style, which is just simply how you talk. How you talk is how you think. Or how you think is how you talk, and so how you think should be how you write. That's all it is. There's no writing styles. There's no reason to adjust your thoughts for the book or whatever. so BS, dude. Oh my god. So now, like, anytime, like, I'll watch, like, a Brandon Sanderson lecture or something, and he talks about different writing styles, I tune it out. I'm like, okay, this advice doesn't apply to me. And, like, even the top people will be like, oh, you'll discover your own writing style or whatever. It's like, yeah, you should have discovered your own writing style when you were 6 years old and you became fluent in English. Right? Because you learned how to think and form sentences at that point. And so therefore you should be able to write stuff. Right? It's like I write my stories in the same way I would have when I was a teenager. Like, there's no difference in writing style. I think the same, and therefore I write the same. And there's nothing complicated about that. Is there a goose outside my window? I'm not gonna check. People have been shooting off illegal fireworks in my neighborhood every single night for like the past week. It's so annoying. And like, I started working too. I started working after my stream. I have to work after my stream ends tonight. And it's like, I can't focus because there are a bunch of bangs outside. And I have to open my window during the night because it's really hot. I need the air, and the bangs of the fireworks just get louder. So, hopefully I can finish my work tonight. And then... hopefully I can finish my work tonight. And then I won't have anything to do tomorrow. So then I can just sit here and just kind of like... well, I'm probably not even gonna spend tomorrow night in my room. I'm probably just gonna take my book and go on the couch and just read tomorrow night, just because I don't want to be annoyed by the fireworks. I just want peace and quiet. Like, fireworks are pretty, but it's like when I want to see them, you know? I don't want to hear my neighbors doing their fireworks, right? But I wouldn't mind going to Disneyland and watching the show, right? So that's cool. You know, guys, for 4th of July, this is totally off topic. I hope my mic is working, by the way. I'm always paranoid about that. But yeah. 4th of July, a couple years ago, I went to, I just went by myself. I don't know where to see fireworks, but I wanted to see some, so, on 4th of July. So what I did is I went, there's a shopping center near my house, and there's a parking garage. You know, one of those parking garages that are like 6 levels high, or whatever? So I went to the shopping center, I went to the parking garage, and I went all the way to the top. All the way at the top of the parking garage. You know, it's a big open area, right? There's no roof or anything. And I can see all of the fireworks that are going off all around the city. So it's literally like, it's a panoramic view. I can turn and just see all these fireworks going off from different shows off in the distance. So if there's one show going on, I can look at that, and then when that show stops, another show goes on, and then I can just turn my head and go look at that. All from the parking garage. All from this one top of the, you know, place that I'm standing at. So it's pretty cool. Like, that way, I wasn't up close to any of the fireworks, but I could see them all off in the distance. And I could see like 12 different shows all around me. Just I can turn my body and just see all different kinds of fireworks shows. So that was cool. That was a good experience. You know, I wish I could have shared that with someone I like, but whatever. Right? I guess, like, there's all these cool things that I want to do, but I'm by myself all the time. Even if someone who couldn't go out that often, like, there's still a lot of cool experiences to do at home that I just want to share with someone. I don't know. I'm gonna get all sappy and depressed again, talking about how lonely I am. So that's not good. That's not gonna be good. You guys don't want to hear it. So anyway, we'll form fit the two together here. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering's completely gone and she sounds like a... Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together. It's probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice. And learn by example and try new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. That's going to be a little biased though. Biased how? Oh, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about other people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself and Neonatsky. If I read your poem, please do. Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. She smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghosts in the lights. The light flickers, I flicker back. Flicker back. Huh. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. That took you a long time to read. I read the last 2 lines and then I gave it back to you. It didn't take me a long time to read. Your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. I like the poem. Even though it was short, it was descriptive. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. You know, the whole point of the poem is to be short. I hate those poems that are like 10 pages long. It's like, just write a short story then. Please, entertain me a little more, you know? I'd rather read a short story about a man going to the store getting a cat than I would reading a 10-page poem about your emotions. She wrote something a little more mild, easy to digest. Arguing to ghosts. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost. I totally missed the point. I didn't even read the poem. You just glance over it. Yep. They usually do more than tell a simple story, paint a picture. I just want to tell a simple story. That's all I care about. You guys want to hear a simple story? A man went to a pet store and adopted a cat. The cat was all black with fluffy hair. He named her Kiwi. When I said that, Kiwi just, like, her body's like vibrating. Aw, she's like asleep, she's having a dream. That's so cute. How are these cats not so bored? They just stare at the wall all day. It's like a prison. I wonder if a cat would get lonely if, like, it was just trapped in the room all day. Whatever. Okay, that's what my story would be about. Okay. A man goes to the pet store, and adopts a cat. The cat's black and all fluffy, and he decides to name her Kiwi. He and Kiwi went home, and after she became adjusted to the house, they became the best of friends. The man was getting old, but he wanted a companion for his final days, and Kiwi was perfect for him. She jumped on his lap and sat and purred as he pet her while rocking in his favorite chair, reading a good book. Kiwi always accompanied him, whether he was sitting in his chair reading, or going to the kitchen to make a snack, or just sleeping in his bed. Kiwi was always there, right beside him. The old man felt like Kiwi was such a great, loving companion, and he thought for sure Kiwi felt the same about him. Kiwi continued to accompany him, even when the man was walking slower or getting more weak and frail, even when the man would spend all day in bed with a cold and a cough. Kiwi would be right there, sitting on his lap, purring, just like always. The man knew the end was coming soon. He knew he didn't have much time left. But the man wanted Kiwi to be taken care of. The man, however, was all alone in life. He didn't have any friends or family or people to rely on. Only Kiwi. But he didn't want to abandon Kiwi to the streets or abandon her to a pet shelter where she might get hurt or abused. So the man bought a lifetime supply of cat food, got 100 jugs of water, and a giant bowl for her. He used the last of his strength to open all the bags of food exposed and to pour out all the water so that Kiwi could drink it. Then the man got in his bed one last time, and with the final sight of Kiwi purring on his lap like always, the old man closed his eyes and never opened them again. Kiwi woke up from her nap, still on the man's lap after what must have been hours. She started purring and started nudging her face against the old man's face. But the old man's face wasn't warm and reactive like it normally was. It was cold and still. Kiwi tried to nudge the old man. She tried to nudge his face, tried to wake him up. She crawled all over him, pressing her paws against his stomach, trying to wake him up, but he wouldn't move. Kiwi, distraught by this, got off his lap and walked around the house, she eventually found the open bags of cat food and the giant bowl of water. She started eating and drinking, remembering how the old man would fill up her food and water bowls normally, and how she would go to him to eat. After she had her fill, she walked to the kitchen, remembering the old man who would make himself a snack and who would sometimes give her a piece of leftover meat if she begged well enough beside him. She walked over to the empty living room with the rocking chair still and the book on a table beside it. She jumped on the chair, the cold wood pressing against her fur, and she huddled down. She huddled in its seat, remembering the old man's lap and its warmth. She tried to push the chair back and forth, getting it to rock, but she was too light to do so. And so she sat and napped on that old wooden chair that the man loved so much. And as she fell asleep, she realized she was alone with the memories of an owner who had treated her well. The end. Oh boy, I hope you guys liked that short story. That was a story. It wasn't very well written. I would have edited some of those sentences, but I just spoke them on the fly. See, that's like, I didn't have a writing style there. I just spoke my own thoughts, and I was like, okay, I thought of this story, how do I communicate it? And then boom, there you go. So, what a sad story. But guys, she had the memory of that old man, and Kiwi's doing great. She has that lifetime supply of open bags of food and that giant bowl of water with the 100 jugs of water filled in it or whatever. The old man used the last of his strength to make sure that she was well fed and well quenched and whatever you call it, so that Kiwi would be able to live on in that home. But then even though Kiwi's survival was secure, she felt the loneliness of being without him. How sad. Anyway. I think that story was a heck of a lot better than her Flicker Back poem. I'm just kidding. My stories are half-assed. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolic compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought about that. It's impressive. When the reader isn't able to derive that meaning from the poem, then that means the poem wasn't communicated well enough, right? Which is why I like reading books. Even if I don't get the message of a book, I still read a good book, right? I still read a cool story. Right? The old man, I got to learn how to, he takes care of a cat. Whatever, man. I don't care if the story was about loneliness and loss of love and whatever, and being a ghost. Won't be long before you pick up on these things too. And maybe you're right, I'll have to keep trying. Counting on you. She's counting on me. Phew, I guess it's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Not as mediocre as mine. I can't even come up with a coherent story on the spot. What? Why did the music just like... I'm gonna make sure real quick that that my audio is working. 'Cause... Cool, it's working. Alright. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way to tell my poem. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. Yeah. You know those writing prompts that they give you in high school, in like English class, and they're like, oh, write a story in like, you got 30 minutes. You know, here's the subject. I was just like, because they give you this in English class, they're like, oh, the test has a writing prompt on it, just write something. So I was like, okay, whatever, right? They asked me a question. They're like, oh, what do you think of politics? And then you have to write like a 30-minute response on it. I was like, okay, you know, this is the best I can really come up with. So I just start thinking about the question. I just start jotting my thoughts down. It's not a coherent story or anything. That old man and the cat wasn't really a coherent story. That story is called The Old Man's Kiwi. It's spelled K-E-W-I with a capital K because it's because that's her name. That's Kiwi's name. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. It was just being nice to knowing my poems gonna stand up to theirs. It's illogical after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Cross the room, Monica's running. I hope you guys don't think I'm like arrogant or cocky or anything, by the way. I'm like kind of self-conscious that like I'm coming off that way, that like I'm just really full of myself. It's like I don't think like I'm the greatest or whatever. You just don't like if I say like anything that's cocky or whatever, or like, oh, I'm so good, it's normally a joke. Across the room, Monica's writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language, eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would actually ask someone who liked it, which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Big Pasta did too. So based on that, I'll guide you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciated the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. Don't expect it to change anytime soon unless I come across something inspiring, which I haven't. And Big Pasta liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new club members here. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Big Pasta appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Big Pasta started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't want you... Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Like I was talking, you want to be edgy, bitch? Edgy? The story about my lifestyle is too much for someone your mental age to comprehend. See, just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves by the time they graduate middle school, you know. If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your singing attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing is how hard you try. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the heck is wrong with you? Yeah, go on. Let Big Pasta hear everything you have to do. I'm sure it'll be head over heels for you after this. Oh, suddenly, Yuri turns towards me after she knows I'm saying that. Big Pasta, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. How did I get into this? Of course I'm gonna pick. Oh, Natsuki. Oh, no. I'm picking Natsuki. No, I'm picking Nancy. No, Nancy. No. What? Oh, what the fuck? Hey, Big Pasta, why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay? This game's great. Oh boy. Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on the edge. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of it. We'll go inside once they're done yelling. Haha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes, but I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if that makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly Natsuki runs out of the room. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. Oh my god. Yeah, some president you are. I didn't mean it. Yuri's walking back and forth at her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. No idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Big Pasta, please don't hate me. Please. I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home if you want. Yuri looks at me as if she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. Stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please don't need to take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Big Pasta. It'd just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate... Massacre. Strawberry. Pink. Poof. Twirl. I don't know. Smile. Color. Ribbon. Marshmallow. Cute. Lollipop. Vanilla. I don't know. Summer. There we go. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Yeah, it's a great club, good club. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Well, I've gotten extremely uncomfortable. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, Big Pasta. Hi Yuri. Not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air. She glanced over her shoulder, looking in the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. Surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner. About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. And something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't actually mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you're considering apologize. Don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it's our first time actually sharing problems, but whatever it is, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided there's no way you could be a bad person. Now that you're apologizing, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Big Pasta. Don't say those kind of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. Oh my god. I just said, like, you're a good person, and you're getting wet over it, dude. I'm really glad you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around and... Oh, sorry. What am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? Oh! No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was. Man! Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't seen her either. Yuri clearly is taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just want to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So... Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did something happen yesterday? Huh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? I'll accept your apology anyway if you feel better about it. So it's just kind of nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried. Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. Ha ha ha. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I just kind of lost track of time. Haha. That makes no sense. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good at it. Ooh, this last time, she said she just picked it up, so she's not very good at it. And now this time she says she's been practicing for a while, so I think Monica stuck with us through the loop. Still, that must require a lot of dedication, so I'm still impressed. Boom, off the screen. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks to me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Big Pasta. Just push everyone else out of the way. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. Oh. Not sure if Monaco's referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. Just not to bring up anything the three of us talked about. Besides, Natsuki had already run off into the closet. Bipasu, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you'd like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I'd say no to you after that book you gave. I guess they need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her too much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Oh. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book's titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. Wow, great superpower! Haha. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and asphyxiating them to... Oh, that might be a bit of a spoiler. Oh, yeah, cutting off their limbs and asphyxiating them to stuff. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You know, there's porn of that. It's porn of it's like hentai or whatever, right? But they'll like cut off like the arms and legs or whatever, so it's like just the body and the head. It's so bizarre, dude. Oh my god. I once read a doujin where it was like they cut off like the arms and legs or whatever, and they put just like the bodies, and then they stuffed the bodies with stuff. You know how like you stuff a pig or stuff a turkey or whatever? They stuffed like just the bodies, and then they had like the arms and limbs on like skewers. And then it was like a bunch of rich people eating these like humans, eating like these human body parts or whatever. It was so bizarre. Oh my god, it was a whole thing. Oh, you know, like it's so weird. Who thinks up of this stuff? Who would think up of this stuff and like take the time to do it? Take the time to draw it. So weird. Anyway, Yuri makes it sound like it's gonna be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Ah, are you not a fan of this sort of thing, Big Puss? No, it's not that. I mean, I guess I can enjoy these kind of stories, so don't worry. Dude, don't say that, she's crazy. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those kind of things. Her mind seems completely different. It's just that this kind of story is the kind that challenges you to look at life from a strange new perspective. Dude, you're talking about cutting off people's limbs and their lust for blood and stuff, dude. I don't think that's a new perspective. I think that's just something I didn't need to know about. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Oh. Sounds like Sayori. Then suddenly, I'm rambling. Suddenly what? No, I want to know what happened next. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. I feel like I should let you know I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets incredibly... I kind of forgot to pay attention to other people. I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange, and please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just makes you passionate. At least I can do this listen. It's a literature club. Oh, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it. Oh, shit, what the fuck? Yeah, haha, yes, I mean, you don't have to, but, what are you saying? Let me just get the book. Quickly retrieve the book I put in my bag. Alright, it's fine to stay here, right? I slipped into the seat next to yours. Oh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not like I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company of someone. I see, well, just tell me if I end up distracting you. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. So to understand what Yuri means about reading in company, it's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting by the feeling of someone comforting. Yuri is in corner of my eye. Realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from mine instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your... Here, you don't need to apologize. If you don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, haha. Here, this should work, right? Just bathing in your what? This should work, right? Here, we're gonna save. Hey, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's and hold my book between the two. I suppose so. She timidly closed her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I'd love that, just like shoulder to shoulder, like with my arm wrapped around the other person, and just like we're each holding the, one side of the book open and we're both reading together. Oh, that sounds like it's such a cute idea. Oh my gosh, I want to do that with a loved one. I want to sit shoulder to shoulder with someone and have my arm around them, and then just hold the same book open with them, and then we can read together. That's such a cute idea. No. And I'm never gonna get it because I'm getting sentenced to 95 years in prison. Hate my life. God damn it. Feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's kind of distracting. It's a specific fact I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Oh, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted. Glance over to Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. Don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Oh, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, dude, I heard you talking about cutting off limbs. Why is there a computer in the background? There's this one computer at a desk with a chair. That wasn't in the free version, was it? That's so weird. Why would you put a computer in front of all the desks? Like, do you want all the students to, like, be watching you on the computer? At least turn it. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume she's finished the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. Continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page feels like an almost intimate exchange. My thumb letting go of the page, letting it flutter to her side as she catches it with her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main